Hi everyone, this is Toan Nguyen. I'm a one-star national marketing director with Nerium International. Today's topic is about how to close out the month using launch calls. Launch calls has been around forever. It's one of the most powerful, effective tools to use at the last, I would say, 2 or 3 days of the month. And here's the reason why. Let's just say that you are missing 2 or 3 brand partners to actually reach a goal. Maybe to actually help someone fast start qualify to get you that Lexus car bonus. Or maybe you're missing $1,000 in volume towards reaching an iPad or executive director or getting that $25,000 bonus. Now here's the question you have to ask yourself. What can you do in the next 2 or 3 days of the month that you have left so that you can get in front of 10, 15, 20 people, 30 people, so that you can actually expose a lot of people and actually really collect information and find out who really is interested and ready to get started in your business. You think of it this way, right? A lot of times we get stuck maybe doing a sit down, and nothing wrong with sit downs. I think sit downs are very powerful. But if you're doing a sit down, guess what? A sit down takes an average about 1 hour. And how many people are used at a sit down? Most of the time, one person. What's more effective? Getting on a conference call and having 15 or 20 people hear a presentation from an expert for 15 or 20 minutes, or sitting down with someone for 1 hour, again, one person. Of course, the 15 or 20 people with an expert for 15 or 20 minutes. So, a lot of people ask me, are these launch calls effective? I think they're very powerful because they're getting a chance to really hear a presentation from an expert who's actually had success. Maybe they've gotten the Lexus car bonus. They've reached the $25,000 bonus, and they've actually hear not only the product and the opportunity, but to hear their testimonial, which is very, very powerful. These calls, again, are 15 or 20 minutes, and one thing I really love about doing it with Nerium is that we actually have it made because we have an outstanding product. And the way the product works is it sells itself, and people are seeing real results with the pictures. So here's how I would set up these launch calls. Let's say today is Wednesday and the end of the month is Friday. I would set up a call as soon as tomorrow, and obviously you can actually go to freeconferencecall.com and you can actually create a free conference call line for you. And I would basically have that number ready to give out to your prospects, your friends, and your family that you want to share the information to. Again, the key behind this business is all about massive exposures. Massive exposures plus massive follow-ups equals massive rank advancement. Okay, remember that formula. Again, massive exposures plus massive follow-ups equals massive rank advancement. Okay, so if you remember that formula, you're going to understand how to massively take advantage of this activity, of this tool. So basically, you create this call. You create a conference call line for yourself, and all you want to do is be able to give this conference call line to your prospects. Now, I wouldn't just call them up and say, hey, look, I'm really excited about this call. Let me give you this phone number. Here's what I would do. I would make a list of 10, 15, 20, 30 people that you haven't shown the information to. Or maybe they've seen the information, you need to expose them to another tool. Okay? And what I would do is I would just text them real quick. I would say, hey John, what are you doing right now? John's response like, nothing, I'm just at work. Hey, that's totally cool, I'm at work too. Hey, real quick, I was wondering, if I send you a picture of a project I'm working on, can you give me your honest opinion on it? They're going to respond back, yes. I've never had someone ever say, no, I don't want to give you my opinion, right? So again, let me repeat that. You're going to text them, hey, if I send you a picture of a project I'm working on, can I get your honest opinion on it? John responds back, yeah, sure. I'd love to send it to me. Send them your personal before and after picture. Now, if you don't have one, send your family's before and after picture. If you don't have one, send the person who sponsored you, send their before and after picture. Okay? What I'm encouraging you to do is just send any kind of before and after picture from Nerium International and text it to them. Now, just wait. Don't oversend. Don't send 20 pictures, okay? Don't flood them. Don't spam them. Just send one picture. They're going to respond back to you. They're going to probably say, wow, that's amazing. What is that? Or they're going to say, is that Botox? Or did that person get a facelift, or they're going to say, wow, what did they use? Or they're going to say, wow, that's incredible. Okay? Whatever the question, whatever the case is, they're going to respond back with something positive, or they're going to be inquisitive, right? If they ask you a question, what you want to do is you want to basically just tell them how excited you are about it. Here's what I would respond. I would say, wow, I actually just got my hands around this product, and it's one of the biggest kept secrets ever. And I can't believe no one knows about it yet. And that's going to get them curious, and they're going to probably respond back and say, well, how does, what's the name of the company, or what's the product called, or how does the product work? Once they ask you a question, what you want to do is you want to basically push them away and not answer that question by saying, hey, you know what, I'm in the middle of something right now, but let me give you a call in 30 minutes. Let me call you in an hour. And they're going to say, sure. Okay. Now here's the reason why you don't want to answer that question through text message. Because if you answer that question through text message, it's not as exciting as if you were able to pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, about that picture I sent you. It's a project I'm working on. I'm really excited about it. I've been dying to get your opinion on it. I'm putting together a call that I'd love to get your feedback on. If I text you the number, could you call it at 5:30, or could you call it at 7:30? Whatever number that you set up for the conference call, they're gonna say sure. Once they agree to it, say great, great. I'll text you, remind you 5 minutes before, and then hang up. Text them the conference call line and the date and the time, and you're good to go. Folks, all you have to do is do that to as many people as much as possible. And again, it's a numbers game. It's all about, instead of talking to one person for 1 hour, I'd rather have you talk to 60 people for 1 minute, and just literally invite them to this call, because it's all about having massive exposures and having massive follow-ups and creating massive results. So again, guys, this is a powerful tool. You can literally set up launch calls for someone. If you need someone to go see your brand partner to help you go Lexus, you can set up a call for them right away. Have that call set up for them. Have them make that list. Do the text message system. Pick up the phone, invite them, and then text them the conference call number. And lastly, what you're gonna need is to actually make sure you have a Lexus qualifier or an executive director or above to be ready for that conference call, so that they can do that presentation. Guys, this is a powerful tool. I hope and encourage you that you're going to take advantage of it, because you're going to be able to get in front of a lot of people. And finally, doing these calls will not be effective unless you take the folks that have listened to the presentation and make sure that they're on a three-way call, so the expert can determine where they fall, whether they are interested in the product, the opportunity, or they need to be invited out to see more information. So hopefully this video helped, and I'm looking forward to helping you close out the month strong. With that, take care, everybody.